Let's take you on the scene right now to a very frigid Foxborough. That's where we find Dale Arnold and Kevin Fox standing by. Dale, Brady in the offense looking pretty good this week after not looking so hot the past couple games.
Jamison, you bring up a great point. Last Sunday, after the Patriots beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, Tom Brady called out his offense, both behind closed doors and publicly. You don't see Brady do a lot of that, but I saw a team that responded to that today.
We talked about that earlier on the radio portion of the show this morning, and you was asking why would Brady do that in the media. It's one of those things that you got to use some other things as a leader. It's about getting every last guy in the team together and knowing what's at stake right now. It's to motivate your team, to pump them up, and it worked tonight, Bill.
Kevin, they may pretend like it doesn't matter. They got handed a gift by the Indianapolis Colts before they ever took the field. They knew that with a win, they had a first-round bye. They came out and played like it.
Today was a very giving day, Bill. The turnovers that the Dolphins gave us, a couple of plays that defense made was really good for this whole team right now.
Let's talk about Danny Woodhead for a minute. Touched the ball 6 times in the first half. 5 of those went for first downs. Became the first player since 2008 to have 40 receptions and 40 carries in a single season. By the way, the guy in 2008 who did it was you. He reminded me a lot of you today.
We talked about it earlier off air. It's a very sensitive situation for me when you talk about Danny Woodhead, because I know what he's going through. I know what he feels a lot of times. As a football player and as a competitor, you want to be in the game. You want to be able to help your football team. And with the numbers that you just called out, 6 touches, 5 first downs, he needs to be in the football game, Bill. But it's one of those things you have to be able to be patient, be a mature athlete, a professional, and understand what your role is. And his role right now for the New England Patriots is to make plays. He wants to be that guy, and he needs to be that guy a lot of times in this Patriots offense.
Look, we've talked offense enough. Because as soon as I saw you after the game, all you wanted to do was talk about the defense.
I love the way the defense attacked the football. Came at the quarterback in many different ways, from the secondary position, from the linebacker position. They really brought a lot of 4-man and 5-man pressures against the Dolphins today. And it's not one of those 6-man pressures, Chad, that we always laugh and joke about.
Look, the big thing here is they've got a bye week. They've got a week off. They don't have to play next week. The next game after that is a home game. The road to the Super Bowl, if they get that far, just got easier.
That's why we think one game at a time, because when you think one game at a time, you don't think about what else can happen. And it's one of those miracles. It just happened for them.
We know you guys are comfortable back there in the studio. Us, not so much. We're going to get out of here and find someplace warm. Jamison, we'll head back to you.